was having this consulting section with a tournament organizer where he was sharing with me how this particular sponsor did not sponsor again after they had initially sponsored the previous edition. And while we're trying to understand why that occurred and trying to diagnose the whole situation to understand where the issue might have been coming from, I asked a very, very simple question, because the tournament organizer was, saying that they met all the deliverables, which were the obligations of the sports property towards the sponsor, all logo placements, all communication materials, carry their logos, mentions, and everything. They met all the deliverables. Then I asked the simple question: while you were able to carry out your obligations judiciously, were they able to meet the commercial objectives of the sponsors? And that is when it dawned on him that they really never had any commercial objectives. In the sense that they never asked, they never discovered. So it was more like I told the sponsor about the event, then drafted a proposal that carried out the various type categories, and the sponsor just picked one of the type categories and paid. So there was no discovery section to understand the commercial objectives of the firm, and there was neither measurement tools in place to define or determine if any of those commercial objectives were met. This is one of the major issues affecting most tournaments. Now listen, as a sports property holder, it is very important that you understand that there is a difference between deliverables, obligations, and commercial objectives. The purpose of your deliverables or the purpose of your obligation in a proposal is to meet a certain commercial objectives. That is the secret. The purpose of the obligation is to meet a commercial need. So if these needs are not met, the whole obligation is defeated. As an agriculturist, when you plant, let's say, an apple tree, you're not planting an apple tree because you need a big tree that has shade and brings leaves. That is not the purpose. It is the obligation of the seed to produce the wood, the branches, and the leaves. The main thing you are looking for in your process is the fruit. So, irrespective of the shade, irrespective of how beautiful, how greenish the leaves are, those are not the reason why you planted the seed. So, if the seed cannot produce those fruits, the whole purpose of planting has been defeated, irrespective of how beautiful and how grown it has become. The same thing is applicable to sponsorship. If those deliverables are not able to meet the commercial objectives, needs, and problems that the prospective sponsor used because to sponsor your event or your sports property, the whole purpose of the investment has been defeated. That is why, as a sports property right holder, it is important that you understand the commercial need, objective, or problem of the sponsor, because that is where you actually devise your assets. Let me come down and say this. When we are developing those tie structures, we are not just bundling up assets together to sell. No, should I even say this? Should I review this? This is a masterclass section. This thing I want to say is something that should be discussed in a closed door meeting. It's not everything you reveal online. I've been sharing a lot of free things now, but just this stuff I wanted to say right now is just of it. It should be for paid section. Forgive me. I wanted. It should be for paid section. It should be for paid. Should be light self as God. So it should be for paid section.